Hello everybody and welcome back to DICEBERG Ahead. My name is Chenoa Reid, and today I have with me...
chaotic game, clean intro, Hunter Olson playing many kobolds.
Dirty Dylan.
If you haven't found out by the title already, we are playing Kobolds Ate My Baby, which is powered by Polymorph, and it is a D6 system, pretty much all chaos. We are going to go through a few rules to start. We start with 4 stats. We have 4 main stats. That is eat, feat, beat, and meat. What those are, we'll circle back when they're relevant.
You know what I always say?
Relevant.
Eat feet, beat meat.
The saying. In this world, kobolds are not as we usually think of them in D&D 5e. They are not those that are of draconic nature, but furry little dog goblins that live in the dirt and worship Vor, the big red angry god, who is the god of 2 things, and that is anger and kobolds, and he does not like kobolds. The main objective is to find babies and eat babies and deliver babies to King Torg. One of the most important rules is that whenever King Torg is mentioned, you must say, "All hail King Torg," or roll on the Kobold death table. There are a few other things that we will go over as we come up on them, but for the most part, it is going to be filled with chaos and a lot of death. We've prepared a decent amount of characters. We start off, you can see there is fire in the distant village. There are plumes of smoke cascading across the skyline as our small group of kobolds are making their way towards the town. They may or may not have set these fires themselves, but chaos has ensued in this human-like village. Kobolds are getting splattered left and right, while also running away with handfuls of food, any sort of scrap, or interesting finds that they think would satiate King Torg.
All hail King Torg.
All hail King Torg.
Dylan and Hunter, what are you 2 kobolds doing?
Tick is scrounging through the rubbish looking for babies.
Alright, I'm gonna have you roll. I feel like this would be a feat.
That's a 3.
I believe that hits in the target number
Yes.
of feet.
Feet is 3, 4, or 5 is a success.
You
Or
find
below.
something wrapped up in a blanket. It could be a baby.
I just reach out and grab it.
This will occupy your 2 hands as you are running away. Dylan, your little kobold.
Short and stout.
Oh.
What is he doing?
Dirty Dangle is scrounging around for any kind of eating utensils.
Eating utensils? That's probably going to be very easy to find, but just in case, I'm going to have you roll an eat for that. It has to do with your mouth.
4.
4. I'm pretty sure you have to roll on the Kobold death table.
Eat is marked as 2 or 3, so yeah.
Rough. Okay.
So, for rolling on the Kobold horrible death chart, you are going to be rolling 2d6 and adding 1 for the amount of death points that you have.
Tick is like, Dangle!
So, if you roll over a 12, if you roll 12, you're fine. Then you automatically die. So, if you do roll 2 6s, you will automatically die.
Da-da-da-da. 7, 8. Or, well, it's 1 for everyone, so I don't get 1 for this first one, so it's just 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you are going to mark 1 point into your Kobold death charts, which are being kept track by little skulls. As you are running around looking for utensils, you run through just some sort of rubble that has been set on fire. It's a bit warm. Some melted metal is all over the ground, but you make your way to a part of a burning building and find a drawer full of utensils, all shiny, rusty. Some of them look like sporks.
I'm taking the entire drawer.
All right. Grab the whole drawer with both hands. Are you guys making your getaway?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You
Got the goods.
You guys
Let's go.
are running away, and as you are running,
Phasma.
Hunter, I need you to roll 2d6.
Oh, shit. That's a 4 and a 3 for a total of 7.
As you are running with this object in your hands, you can hear it start to wail beneath the covers, and out of the blue, from the corner of your eye, you see a rival band of kobolds.
Oh, shit.
These kobolds are from none other than Queen Grot. And they steal the baby right from underneath your hands and scurry away.
Tick.
Fucking
Tick,
scary.
much like many of the people in the village that's burning, starts screaming, "My baby! They took my baby!"
Which, to all the humans, probably just sounds like...
Yep. Fuck.
You are extremely disappointed, and I know King Torg would also be
All hail
disappointed.
King Torg.
Oh, Hail King Torg!
King Torg
All hail King Torg.
Oh, Hail King Torg!
definitely is one of those leaders that will eat a kobold in defiance or failure.
Your supper, bitch.
Oh, shit. They're not gonna let this slide back home.
What do you do?
Can I still see the rival band? as
Yeah,
they're
they
running
are
away?
they are running away from the fire, away from the humans, and heading into the woods.
Tick is gonna give chase.
All right, roll that feat.
This is just 1d6. I don't know why I'm rolling 2. That's a 3, which is on the feet,
All right,
on the target numbers.
you are making your way towards them. There is about 5 other kobolds, all carrying things of alike. There's one that has an arm in their hands. The other one is just carrying a rock. And then you can see, leading the group away, the kobold that stole your baby.
Tick's plan is to scamper up a tree and then dive down on top of the one holding the baby.
Okay. I will say that this is going to be, since I feel like this is endurance, this takes guts, it might be a meat check.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Seeing how my kobold
Dirt
meat.
kobold.
Dirty dangle.
Dirty Dangle. What are you doing as your fellow kobold is giving chase to these Queen Grot kobolds?
How far away am I?
You're not terribly far. You are also leaving, but Tick is a little bit ahead of you.
Okay, I'm bolting too.
All right, go ahead and roll me a feat.
1. Rough.
Okay,
That's a failure.
that is a failure. So I'm pretty sure you will take a
Death check.
death check, but if you choose to be a kobold, you can argue this as a success in terms of how are you being more kobold while you are giving chase to Tick? How are you acting in a way that is feral and chaotic?
I am throwing silverware at the kobolds ahead of me. Not aiming at any of them in particular, just hucking them.
Just handfuls of spoons.
And then also, if I miss, I'm gonna try to recollect my silverware. Just
Okay.
So you know.
Yeah, you are throwing silverware. I'm gonna have you just take 1 point into the death roll and not roll. And one of the kobolds from the rival gang gets a fork in the eye and slumps over. What was your roll, Tick?
It's a 2.
A 2.
a meat needs 5 or 6.
Okay, I'm gonna have you make a kobold death roll. And I should have given you 1 more point to the death check when the baby got stolen.
Okay, so I'm rolling this with a +1 basically.
with a +2 now.
+2 now, because
Yeah.
this is my second one.
Yes.
That's 4, 5, 6 total.
Okay, you are fine. You fall from the tree, and you land on the kobold just behind the one with the baby. And I want everybody to roll a chaos roll. You need to roll a 2, 4, or 6.
Okay. This is just 1d6.
Yeah, and I believe this also accounts for a death roll
4.
if you miss.
That's 3.
3. Okay, you need to roll another kobold death roll and add 3.
Come on, Tick.
5, 6, 7 plus 3 is 10.
Okay, it was close, but you are making your way as parts of the village start to explode and rubble is getting thrown at you.
Tick has broken ribs.
Yep, you have landed on a kobold. It was carrying a rock,
I
but
just start gnawing on him.
Steal his rock.
yeah, you can roll an eat, and this is going to regain some of your death points
Ooh.
since it's a treat.
Eat the treat. I rolled above the eat score. I got a 4.
Okay. You, if you want to reroll, can reroll if you can give me a bark.
That get you?
Yeah.
That's a 3, which is on the listed target numbers for eat.
Okay. Yeah. You take some good little bites out of there.
Bark for me.
Bark for me. It's in the rules.
It's in the rules. You got to do it.
Part of the game.
Now the rules say get on your knees.
I'm trying to find the. Okay, here we go.
Tick is a survivor.
It doesn't seem like it.
I've rolled a lot of checks, but I've succeeded all the death ones.
I know. You're doing so good. Okay, I'm just gonna have you roll a 1d6.
That's a 4.
Okay. This kobold has an umami flavor, and you gain
umami.
advantage on
French.
meat rolls.
It's a French kobold.
I gain advantage on meat rolls.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Okay. I eat the entire kobold.
What are you doing?
You know what? I'm going after the baby now. Bolting towards
Hell
it.
yeah.
You
All
can
right.
hear its cries.
You are giving chase to the baby as it is screaming in the clutches of another kobold. What are you doing to catch up and or take down this rival kobold?
Oh. Well, you know what? It's time for the big play. I want to throw the entire drawer of silverware. So whatever's left, the whole drawer itself, it's all going forward.
Throw the kitchen sink at them, if you will.
All right. I'm going to have you roll a beat.
Beat.
Also, Hunter Tick does restore 1 point.
4.
4. That's within it,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
All right, you throw the whole drawer full of utensils, and it just shoo, 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 all the way through the back of this kobold, and you are rushing up to it as it is limply laying under a pile of utensils, and you can see this wrapped up thing in its hands laying in front of it.
All right, I'm going to pick up a couple utensils, give a few good stabs in there, and then grab and bolt.
All right,
I've said bolt like 4 times now. I never say that word.
It's what kobolds do.
they bolt,
They bolt.
they run.
They scramble.
All right, you are bolting away. You are running away. Tick, you also running away.
Yeah, I've eaten a kobold.
Okay, I'm gonna
Start
have
running.
you guys roll another chaos roll.
Landed on the Skittles.
2.
package. 1.
Go ahead and take a point into your death checks and roll another death check. The 2 is fine.
Look at me.
Look at me.
5, 6, 7 plus 3 is 10 again.
All right, you are okay as of now as arrows start to fly from the inside of the village and is taking out some of your fellow kobolds. You guys are running out of the city escaping with what you have in hand, which is a whole lot of nothing for Tick and a baby for our friend Dirty
Dangle.
Dangle.
Dirty Dangle.
Dirty Dangle.
I stole Tick's baby.
Dirty Dangle. My baby. I need you to roll 2d6 for me and take 1 death check.
3.
Okay, I also need you to roll 3d6.
Is it added up?
No, it is not.
4, 1, 2.
You, as you are running, open up the blanket that you have been carrying, and you find a dead rat in it, and not a baby at all.
Alright, I'm eating the rat.
Roll a meat, since it is
1.
dead and rotting. I'm pretty sure that does not.
No, it does not.
Go ahead and roll me your death check. So that's going to be 2d6 plus...
How many I already have?
How many you already have plus the one
The one that I'm rolling.
you
Okay.
just got now.
13.
Okay. As you guys are running, Tick, you glance back as you see arrows coming out from the city. It is revealed that the baby that was being carried and stolen by the other group of kobolds is in fact a dead rat. And in a moment of fury and desperation, Dirty Dangle inhales the rat whole, promptly exploding with little bits of green rotten chunks as his mouth starts to bubble.
Dirty.
Much like birds, kobolds don't really have a way of burping or releasing that gas when they start choking or anything.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
that airway gets blocked, we just explode. We just pop.
Yep, that's kind of what happened. You make your way back to the cave. There are kobolds of all sorts of variety and occupation inside this cave, and you can see his large stature, all high and mighty, King Torg.
Oh, King Torg!
You see your friend across the distance, your second character.
As I'm passing, do I see any kobolds that are like holding some haul that they've got back from the village?
You can see that they're carrying a lot of different items, for sure.
Do I see any like weapons from the village?
Go ahead and roll me 3d6.
Okay.
Uh, 4, 4, 3. That's an 11. Or sorry, well, 4, 4, 3.
4, 4, and 3.
Yes.
You got lucky. You see one of the kobolds, actually about 3 of the kobolds are carrying a 9-foot pole with a flag at the tip of it.
I just go, gimme! And I try to take it. I don't want to look like I came back empty-handed.
Alright, these kobolds are definitely going to fight you for it, so I want you to roll a beat for me, since this is going to be strength.
I have an ability called Shiny, which says I can take a death check to take a kobold's weapon. If they refuse, they take a death check instead.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if that applies to this situation.
We can do that.
Okay.
So go ahead and mark 1 death check.
What's the worst that can happen?
Death! Gimme! And then I'm going to have you roll 2d6 for this kobold, and I'm just going to say he already has like 3 or 4 points in there.
That's a 3.
Okay, so you rip this pole out. It's a bit cumbersome for one kobold to be carrying, and as you turn, you knock a whole line of kobolds out to the side. Dylan, what is the name of your next kobold?
Brill.
Brill. Brill also brought back some treasures as you were gone. You brought back a box of matches
Oh, yeah.
for King Torg. And I'm gonna have you guys mark a death check and roll a death check.
Fuck, we forgot to say all hail King Torg.
Oh, shit.
5, 6, 7. That's 12 exactly.
You're safe.
3.
You're fine.
Roll
You could
this.
feel the ire of King Torg.
Oh, hail King
behind you.
Torg!
as you approach King Torg
Oh, hail King Torg! Oh, hail
King Torg! With your goodies in hand, and hand over your affections, King Torg.
Oh, hail King Torg! Oh, hail King Torg!
Seems pleased at the matches and strikes one, and watches it burn in the distance. And the pole would be a mighty addition to post up a flag of their own within this cave, which try to promptly put parallel, like vertical, and it scrapes across the ceiling and wedges into this cavern.
It's structural.
Yeah, it's aiding in structure now.
It's a support pole.
And you hear King Torg.
All hail King Torg! All hail King Torg!
My mighty kobolds, you have done well invading the city of humans. However, I still require little humans for consumption.
And he grabs a kobold and
That's
eats him.
consumption mean.
Everybody else.
Fuck you! Oh, hail King Torg!
Oh, hail King Torg!
Kobolds, go back when the night is dark and get me one of those infants.
Oh, hail King Torg!
Oh, hail King Torg!
Even Torg has to do it.
He seems proud of himself. You all are left there with a collection of other kobolds, and they are reveling in the night's activities. One of them brought a beer keg back with them.
Oh shit!
If you wish to partake in the beer keg, you're more than welcome to.
Tick will partake in the beer keg.
I would like to try to pickpocket my matches back.
Yeah, go ahead and roll feet.
Also, I have something that I can take a DC to pickpocket.
Go ahead and take your death check, and you steal back the matches right from under
Fuck King Torg!
King Torg's
Oh, hail King Torg!
fat rolls.
Where he keeps
Just-
everything.
Are my matches slimy now? Will they even light?
No, but they do kind of smell.
Oh, I think that's fuel.
Yeah, they're a little bit rank.
They just fucking explode when he's drinking. There's so much methane buildup around them. Yeah, Tick goes to the keg.
Yes. Go ahead, if you are partaking, make a meat save while you are drinking.
I have advantage on meat checks
Hell yeah.
because of umami.
Yep, that was the kobold's name.
Umami. So I take the better option, which is 4, but I still fail.
You are drunk, and you get disadvantage on all eat and feet.
Yeah, Tick is trying to eat a saucepan because he's so drunk.
You just
Just waiting for the night to get dark so he can run out again.
Yep. Time passes as you two are possibly slumbering and or shooting the shit with the other kobolds. You do know that there is another town not too far from the other one that might have some good dealings and is a little bit less destroyed.
Do they got
But-
babies?
Probably. But it is closer to Queen Grot's territory.
We could risk it. Get more babies than any of the other kobolds here.
I mean, babies, yeah, but like the queen.
Queen Shmeen.
Let's go get a baby.
Let's get that baby.
Yeah, fuck that queen. All hail King Torg.
Oh, hail King Torg! Yeah!
Yeah!
Woo!
It is nighttime. You traverse your way through the caves and the caverns, and you make your way towards the outside of the opening of this cave and see the stars above you and the sweet, sweet smell of something cooking.
Find it, find it, find it.
Tick gets on all fours and starts.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you roll and eat to navigate towards this smell.
I have disadvantage on eat.
It's roll 2 of them and you need both of them to succeed, right? It's not just. I'm pretty sure disadvantage was different in that way in this game.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
You do need both of them. Yeah.
Well, I don't.
So
Okay.
one of them succeeds, but the other one does not.
Okay. You need to make a death check and add 1.
So I'm adding 6
Oof.
to my death checks now for Tick. I don't know how Dirty Dangle died beforehand.
Yeah, you're like cascading through all sorts of.
Nope. So that is 16 total.
Okay. You see, much like the movie Shrek, a plate of waffles in the middle of these woods, and you book it straight towards those waffles, and in an instant, a trap goes off, slicing Tick in half.
Tick says, "Tell my mother!" And now he's dead.
Well, Brill's gonna go get a snack.
As any reasonable kobold would.
Yeah, you reach in and you snack on either the kobold or the little waffle that you.
We're gonna do handfuls of both.
Okay. Yeah. I believe the waffle is sweet.
But Tick is spicy.
Oh no.
Oh, fire.
You both.
Does it help that I'm also spicy?
I
Does our spiciness cancel out?
I don't think that's how that works.
Kobolds are healthy foods.
So treat. Since Tick is spicy, I need you to roll 1d6.
Oh. 5.
Okay, that is how many turns that you are breathing fire.
Oh, let's go.
I'm going to say it is uncontrollable and dangerous, and so fire is going to just be spraying out of your mouth around you at the opening of your cave within this forest. Flames start to catch the shrubs and on the trees, mostly just the bark level of the trees,
Nice.
since you are short.
Just to clarify, the flavor you are isn't a bonus that you have right now, but it's a bonus that someone else gets if they eat you.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Gotcha.
And you do heal 1 death check from the treat that you consume. But
Thank you.
fire is erupting from you everywhere. I also
Out of
want-
all orifices?
just your mouth orifice. Your mouth orifice.
Your mouth orifice.
Go ahead and make me a chaos roll.
That's the 3, right?
Yeah, you roll 1d6 and then you need an even number to succeed.
Okay. 3.
3. Okay. Chaos ensues as pieces of branch start to fall from the canopy on fire towards you. I need you to roll another death check.
Another Jeff check.
A Jeff check.
11.
You are safe for now as a tree branch lands next to you and your breathing fire begins to start to extinguish. You can see coming out from the cave of the mouth your other kobold friend.
Schmuggus.
Schmuggish. My old buddy.
Schmuggus comes waddling out. He looks like he looks like a geriatric cat with like one snaggletooth, basically, but he's wearing a little bow tie. And he has 2 books.
You see the forest start to catch fire.
Well, this isn't good.
It had to happen.
It was bound to happen eventually.
Some food's just spicy.
Okay, my plan, tell no one, and just bring back a bunch of babies.
Well, yeah, obviously. Like, we're here for some babies.
That's all we're here for.
Do you know where the babies are?
No, I just got out here. Hold on, I look through my books. I can't read these. Hold on.
You can make a death check to recall the memory of a past kobold.
Yes, I will do so. Tip 1. Total of 6.
Yeah, you're fine. You remember from like a distant memory, your companion Tick was going to head towards a neighboring human village.
That's his body right there, the spicy wood.
It was actually pretty good.
It's all
like,
covered in
just the
syrup.
right level of spice.
It looks like he was like sprawled out this direction, so I think the babies are this way.
All right, we're going that way.
All right. You guys are making your way. I'm going to have you both roll a eat check to navigate through this forest.
Schmuggus has got this baby.
One. I do not succeed.
We both fail.
It's a rough life.
Go ahead and make your saves.
There's another fail, Death Boy.
That's 12.
Ooh, that's so close.
9.
9. You guys continue trekking on. You can hear howling in the distance, but it is a little far off as you make your way towards the clearing, and you can see a village. It is still nighttime, but there are subtle candle lights and some fires that are intentionally set, and it seems otherwise quiet at the moment.
I'm gonna set some more intentional fires.
Hell yeah.
Breaking out the box of matches, striking it right on my little booty, and then throwing it in.
Hell yeah, you strike it on that
Give it a
juicy
little
kobold ass.
Give it a little toot right before, you know.
Yeah, fuel to
extra
the
kick.
fire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you, let's see, let's do feet.
You just light yourself on fire.
1.
That's
All
a
right.
death check.
I will let you re-roll if you maybe want to bark for it. Says. Go ahead and re-roll.
4.
Perfect. Yep, you strike that match. It is a flame. Where are you setting it?
The nearest building.
Okay, you shimmy on over and you set fire to part of this hay bale that is set outside for a cow that is
There's a
gently
cow?
nibbling it. Yes.
All right. I know we're here for babies, but new plan. We get a cow.
Yeah.
A whole cow.
The whole thing.
I mean, I think the two of us can definitely carry a cow.
Should we kill it first?
Dude, can we ride a cow?
I think we could. Hold on.
Like I ride it and you lead it, and then we trade off every once in a while when you get tired of
Schmungus.
walking.
The Schmungus is going to take a death check to fall deeply in love with this cow.
Hell yeah.
The fires of the village burning behind him. Schmungus is a romantic after all.
Yeah, the light
Humongous.
is reflecting on this cow's beautiful face.
He says two of the human words he knows, which is mi amor. He steps forward and is going to try to soothe this cow and show him that he means only love for it.
Hell yeah.
Ask it to send some udder pics.
My milkmaid. My milk maiden.
Maiden of the milk.
Maiden of milk. Maiden of dairy. My bovine beauty.
My lactose lady.
I'm flipping frantically through my poetry book.
What did you roll?
What am I rolling for this? I just took the death check.
I think this is gonna be eat,
Gotcha.
because that also has to do with brain shit.
Hup. That's cocked. That's a 6. Eat is 2 or a 3.
It sure is. Is there any way that you want to cheat?
Oh, I suppose I could. I thought I could only cheat if I roll. Oh, I did roll a 6.
Yeah, you did roll a 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna cheat.
All right. I think you just take 1 point into your death check. How are you cheating with this cow?
I feed it some drugs.
You find something in... you tear a page out of this book that you have and feed it to the cow. The cow is enamored. It seems to have your attention.
The power of poetry.
Can you roll 3d6 for me?
Yeah.
1.
Oh my god.
4.
Okay, so this cow has 6 points of health. It seems like a smaller dairy cow,
Okay.
but for reference.
This is my wife.
Congratulations.
She should travel with us now. I think if I just keep giving her some pages out of this book.
I mean, obviously, like, yeah, she's family now. We'll take her with us.
I could start sneaking back if you want to scope out for any more babies.
Okay, I'm gonna go look for some more babies.
Yeah. The fire is spreading up the side of this house as you guys are
I'm gonna throw
discussing.
another match at it just to make sure it's on fire.
Okay, just in the distance.
Come here, Matilda.
You take the lead and start walking with this cow.
Pulling my wife back on the old ball and chain.
Which house are you going into?
How bad is the one burning?
It is just starting to catch.
Okay, I'm going in there.
Okay, sounds good. You cannot reach the door handle.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then, next house.
These houses, for some reason, were built for things much taller than
All the
than
doors
you
are
all.
like 2 extra feet off the ground. What the fuck?
You guys are looking around for a door handle that may or may not be close to the ground, and it is all at least 5 feet up. But after a moment of the fire burning, someone does open the front door to take a look at what is happening behind them. This will give you a chance to sneak in,
I'm gonna
or just push in.
do a really slick barrel roll.
Okay, roll feet.
I think Shumungus is going to hop aboard Matilda.
One.
And 1. Goddamn. And
It was not a sick barrel roll.
You tried to barrel roll, but then you got sick. I'm riding into town on Matilda to help her search.
Okay.
So she can help me search for babies faster.
I'm gonna also have you roll a foot to climb up and navigate. Dylan.
No.
Is that also a 1?
Yes.
Okay, I will have you both make your death checks then. Don't forget to take your point.
Okay, I'm adding 5 to this death check.
You have more death checks than IQ points, bud.
Oh yeah, I think that's true for most of the kobolds I'm going to be playing.
Yep. Yep.
That's
Okay.
a 16.
Schmungus.
Schmungus.
Schmungus scales the side of this dairy cow, who is alarmed at the sudden impact of something sitting on it, and bucks. You fly straight through one of the windows into this house, leaving a smattering of kobold bits on the inside. This lady that opens the door sees all of this happening and starts screaming to alert everybody else in the village. What did you get?
A 1.
A 1 for your death check roll?
No, I got an 8 for my death check.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. As she exits, you barrel roll into the house, knocking over a few things, but otherwise okay.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna look around, and anything remotely shiny, going for that. And
Oh,
anything
absolutely.
that can cry.
Well, there's currently nothing crying at the moment, but you do see a couple nice candle holders that are holding some burning candles.
Oh, I'm gonna wield those like Excalibur.
Yeah, you grab them in your hands. You got 2 burning candles, nice and shiny. You looking throughout the rest of the house too?
I'm gonna keep searching.
Okay, go ahead and roll me eat.
3.
3?
Success.
Heck yeah. You start sniffing around, and you can see something wrapped up in the corner of the room.
I'm gonna confirm that it's a baby.
Okay, you open it up. There's a kobold. Quigley. How did you get here?
Quiggy got lost.
He was doing his best to follow a map. What does Quiggy sound like?
Quiggy sounds like this. Quiggy got lost and
Has wound up in his closet. He's got a map of like the continent, like the entire continent, and it's got like little points for locations and interesting spots. And he's wearing like a little floral shirt that he's stolen from someone. It's got like a big stab wound through it. And he goes,
Oh, thank goodness. Can you tell me how to get to the swamps? It says that there's a village there, and I'm, just looking for babies. But I seem to have taken a wrong
Brill is just
turn.
going to start screaming, "Stomp, stomp, stomp, motherfucker, stomp!" And then he's going to take a DC to pickpocket the map.
okay.
Okay, yeah. Take a death check.
I was just
Where?
Go ahead and roll me that death check.
11.
Oof.
16.
Okay. You try to snatch the map out of Quiggy's hands. There's a bit of a back and forth, and then the woman comes back into the house as it is burning and punts you against the wall. She does see you, Quiggy, all wrapped up.
Quiggy's gonna pretend to be a baby. Just doing his best to be convincing.
Go ahead and roll me an eat.
Gotcha.
Satan!
I have to roll again, I'm sorry.
Satan!
I have to roll again, I'm sorry. Okay.
We're good. I got a 6.
Heck yeah. Go ahead and roll me a death check.
That's 11.
Okay. You managed to escape. This woman clearly knows that you are a kobold, and she goes to also punt you, and you
Just scramble out
avoid
the
it.
broken
Yep,
window.
and go out of this house. You do see another kobold in the distance.
Hello?
Hello.
I don't know where I am. Someone tried to take my map, and then there's so many humans around here, and they're so angry.
Have you tried sticking up for yourself?
Quiggy has an existential breakdown. Has an identity crisis.
Do you want to roll a death check for that?
Yeah. Have you tried standing up for yourself? Dies. No. Yeah, I only got
9.
No. What is the name of your new kobold?
Odo.
Odo?
Odo.
Odo. Odo, trailing after the slight group of kobolds that left his encampment, does know that there might be a baby at the end of the road in the greenhouse.
Well, you know where I'm going.
End of the road, the greenhouse.
End of the road, baby. End of the road.
into the road, baby.
People are starting to become alarmed as they know city was just attacked not too long ago by another group of kobolds, and now one of the houses are on fire. Windows are crashing, kobolds are exploding, and you can see in the tree line the other kobolds from the warring Queen Grot party are appearing from within the forest.
Shit.
Quiggy is going to turn to a signpost and say, "Excuse me," and I'm going to take a DC to talk to literally anything. Using my ability called What? What? And so I say, "Excuse me, could you
Point me to the nearest babies."
The sign, it's posted. Can you read? No.
No.
Yep.
Unless it says Satan or shitter.
What?
Those are the two human words I know.
It does have an S in it.
Okay, that way. Thank you! I think we need to go this way and away from them.
Go ahead, both of you roll me a feat as you are running towards this greenhouse.
2.
6. Which is above.
Okay, both of you take another point and make a death check for me.
I'm now adding 4 to this 2d6 roll. Yep.
That's double sixes plus 4 for another 16.
Wonderful.
3.
3. You see, coming out of a nearby house, heroes have arrived. You have heard tale of these heroes, usually clad in armor, wielding swords. These are the most feared humans, because they usually come finding kobolds. As this person opens the door with fully donned armor, with one fell swoop of his hammer, Quiggy is smashed into bits.
The sign betrayed me.
So it says here that I have a bag with a money symbol on it, and I would like to know how large that bag is.
I would say it's like just a coin purse size. Like, just a little.
Like
Okay.
a dice bag
Okay.
Yeah.
for one set of dice.
Okay.
Probably about that size. Kobolds are pretty small.
Yeah.
You're like,
I like money.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take a DC to try to pickpocket the weapon off one of these fellers.
okay. Yeah, take that death check. Roll me that death check. You are fine. And you steal a dagger, just about your size, a little bit longer than usual, off the bootstrap of this fully armored human. Shing! And this human is also going to try to attack you. I'm going to have you make a save, which is another death check.
So do I add another one and then roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Every time we make one, we should be adding it the point first.
Yes.
I have been, but
Okay, good.
it's just
I figured that things are working. Things are happening.
14.
14. All right. And with another swoop of his other hammer, another kobold is splat from the tree line on the opposite side of the Queen Grot's kobold army. There are 2 kobolds peeking through the shrubs.
All hail King Torg.
All hail King Torg.
Torag.
Torag?
I think that's a D&D thing.
All hail King Torg.
All hail King Torg.
You notice that these kobolds that just got fucking obliterated by this human was looking like they were making their way to a specific house.
Okay. Thrak pulls out his gaming books
It says, I think that one's a human fighter. We should avoid him at all costs.
We want to avoid them all at all costs.
Yes, but some of them are squishies, you see. It says right here.
I'm gonna like poke as hard as I can. Say we are all squishy.
Ah, yes, we have low hit points, I see.
I'm going to give him a few hit points.
slap me across the face.
Focus. Babies, food, more babies.
Yes. Of course.
None of that weird nerd shit.
Do you guys go?
Yes, we
We're
move.
going.
Okay, I want you guys to roll feet, either to move quick or to be stealthy.
Thrak is stealthy.
I'm also gonna go stealthy.
Yeah, you guys saw the kobolds before you just book it. and
5.
They got obliterated.
6,
Okay.
which is above what the allotted numbers.
What is your kobold's name now, Dylan?
Kari.
Kari. Kari does a great job sneaking, keeping to the shadows, moving along edges. However, Thorak
Thrak.
does seem to be spotted in the distance, but not by the human fighter.
Another challenger has appeared.
That's 12.
Okay. You can see one of Queen Grot's kobolds start to make their way into town as the army begins to start lighting fire to houses. But they see you, and they see that you guys are going, well, you specifically, are going to this house at the end of the road.
Move, fuck stealth!
Thrak just starts running.
Stay calm. Focus. Stealth.
One way or another, you make it to this house. How are you going to get in?
Thrak is going to... Thrak is going to hold his gaming book above his head for Kiri, was it?
Kari. Kari is going to attempt to sprint, jump, and leap off of the book
I do a big,
into
push
a
off.
window or a door or any kind of entrance.
Wonderful. Okay, so this is going to be like some sort of coordinated check. I'm going to have Kari roll foot, and I'm going to have you roll, let's do meat, since that's going to be
I haven't
strength.
rolled a foot yet. How does that work out?
That's pretty much the same. It just has,
Yeah, it's a d6. You need a 3 or
feet.
4 or 5.
Yeah,
Oh, for a foot?
feet. Sorry.
Oh, feet. Okay. Well, I got a 1.
Can I take a DC to change the die that he's rolling to a d4 instead?
Yeah. Take that death check.
So roll a d4.
You can also bark better than you barked last time to get another reroll. Hell yeah.
That's the sound you make as you jump.
Don't ask me to do that again. It hurt.
Okay, so you will do a d6 for this one.
Oh, a d6?
Yeah, because you barked to reroll, so I don't have to spend a DC yet if I don't want to.
4.
That's better.
Hell yeah. You barrel roll into the window, shattering it. I'm going to have you make a death check anyway, since you're going through an object.
Okay.
You don't need to make one.
Oh yeah, you're going through a window, so
You're on the outside currently.
How'd it go?
We're gonna find out.
Oh no!
12.
It's 2 6s on the 2d6 with only 1 DC.
Dunzo.
Oh, fuck.
You shatter the window. It does break, but you can see on the other side, just above the window as you're peeking in, your friend has been impaled by glass shards.
Is he like still in the window sill framed?
Yeah,
Like,
it's yeah, I'll say that works. So if you crawl through the window, it's going to be much safer for you.
I do the sign of the cross, and then I use their dangling legs to climb up, and then step over them, like when you throw your coat over barbed wire, so you don't get cut.
Hell yeah.
Kari's just a stepping stone.
Yeah, I'm just using
Yep.
you to get in now.
You get in. Go ahead and roll me an eat now that you're on the inside.
Eat.
okay, I will take a DC for this one so I can roll a d4 instead.
Good.
That's a failure, though. That's a 1. I needed a 2 or a 3.
Do you want to bark? I'll have you reroll.
That's a 1 again.
Okay, get fucked. Roll a death check. What is the name of your next kobold, Dylan?
Dockle.
Dockle. Perfect.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You are safe for now. As you look around the room, you can see a floorboard start to move. And as you lift it up, you can see Dockle, who has burrowed his way underground into the house, looking for babies.
Oh, HAIL King Torg.
Oh, HAIL King Torg.
Drac extends a hand.
Dockle's gonna graciously accept the hand and pull himself up. Have you found the babies yet?
No, I just got into this room all by myself. But
That's quite the feat.
You look over and you see a dead kobold in the windowsill.
I'm like putting a wet finger to the air and sniffing, trying to find a baby if there's a baby in this house.
You can see in the back of the room a cradle of some sort.
I start doing a cartoonish tiptoe towards the cradle.
Hell yeah. You reach over and you look, and it is a real human baby.
Thrak's eyes have glittering stars and his mouth starts to water.
Dockle is going to attempt to use his summon chilling pretzel.
Okay, you make a death check.
And I have to do a chaos save to cast magic.
I
Okay.
summon the
So-
elements.
Which would you
Chaos
like to
save
do first?
First.
Is the how many dice is that?
That's just one.
Okay. 2.
Okay, you are safe, and I need you to make a death check now because casting magic is dangerous to kobolds.
I summon the elements. Cold, pastry, salt.
10.
All right. You whip out this spell and you start to cast it as the front door opens and you can see the knight who previously took out a few kobolds before you got here. You cast the spell, aim it towards him, and it looks like it might have been a frozen Quetzal. And so there is a large bird freezing in this room now that is now fighting the large fighter. Chaos is ensuing, and it seems like your only escape now is the back window or back into the floorboards.
Quickly, grab the baby. Get under. Floorboards. Now.
And you hear,
Ching, ching.
Thrak is full like Indiana Jones admiring the baby like it's an artifact. Just like slowly scoops it up and turns around and is gonna try to scuttle into the floorboards with it.
all right, go ahead and both of you roll me a chaos save as you are escaping the summon of this magic.
5.
3.
3? Okay. Both of you roll a death check. What's gonna work? Teamwork.
5.
Perfect.
Rolled snake eyes.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. In his last moments, Thrak is caught in the harsh, cold winds of this Quetzal, and is pulled
Can
up
I
where...
get the baby out of him or off of him first?
Yeah.
Take it!
Take it. As it's handed to you inside the hole.
I'll
and
raise it
you-
as well as I can until I eat it.
And you are seemingly alone now in the tunnel that you made for yourself.
I'm gonna scurry my way back to the other end.
All right, you squirrel. You scurry. Scurry. Jesus.
You squirtle.
Your way through this tunnel, and you arrive on the other side of the town, right at the edge of the tree line. You can see things are on fire. People are outside of their homes. The house that you were previously in, windows start to shatter as cold winds are being pushed out. You are now free to run.
I'm heading back. Gotta bring this baby to King Torg.
All right,
All hail
roll
King Torg. All hail King Torg.
foot for me.
2.
You trip on some branches as you are leaving. Go ahead and roll me your death check. Is this your Grot character?
11.
Okay. 11. You are fine for now. Behind you, you see a kobold has followed you, and this is not one that you are familiar with.
Hail.
I give like a knightly bow. I'm wearing a sauce pot on my head.
I'm just gonna like take the baby and kind of like put it like
Under one
like
arm,
weirdly,
like a football.
yeah, like tuck it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Buffon licks his lips. Newt! He pulls out a scroll of polymorph into Newt and is going to try to turn you into a Newt.
Oh god. Okay. Roll a chaos save first.
5.
Okay. So that is a fail. I need you to roll me a death check.
I'm dead.
Okay. You say, Newt! And you are facing the scroll the wrong way as it whoosh, blasts back at you in a fury of magic. This Newt spell definitely did not turn you into a Newt. And you explode in shards of glass as you spray across the edge of this canopy.
No, Newt, you.
And you run.
And I run.
Did you have any characters left? You got one more.
I've got more.
Hell yeah.
After this, I've just got one more.
Cool. You are making your escape in the forest. I need you to either make an eat to navigate home or a foot to get there quickly.
We're gonna make a foot.
All right.
2. That's a no.
Okay. Roll me another death check.
12.
You are safe for now. You see a friend of yours stumbling through the forest. They look inebriated, but they wanted to come face the battle and hopefully get their hands on another fresh baby.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, are you? I'm gonna start like waving my hands in front of his face. Have you been drinking?
You got 2 babies.
Yeah, one for me and one for you, but I'm gonna hold them both until we get back, alright?
This is probably a good idea.
Oh, okay, yeah, so, yeah. You just make sure we get back alright, and then I'll give you your baby.
I know the way home.
Oh, great, yeah, let's go there.
I'm shoveling olives into my mouth from a jar of olives.
Roll an eat for me. I'm pretty sure it's not at disadvantage either because it's only feet and meat, I think, that are at disadvantage.
That's a 6
For eat.
for eat, which is a failure.
Would you like to cheat?
Sure, I'll cheat.
Okay. Go ahead and make your death check anyway.
No.
Okay.
8 total.
You think you know where you're going, and it appears to your other kobold friend. What was your kobold's name again?
Dockle.
Dockle. It appears to Dockle that you do know where you're going. You might have passed the same tree about 3 times, but it seems like you're getting closer.
It's a familiar route. You circle this one 3 times, you circle that one twice.
It's kind of like how if you ask a drunk person to walk in a straight line, if they teeter a little bit, they do like a little dance in a circle to like correct themselves.
It's an experience.
Yeah, it's an experience.
We'll get there. I know it. Just this way.
All right, I'm gonna have you both roll another chaos check.
6.
2.
All right, you guys are safe. You can hear screams and shouts in the distance, but you make your way back to the mouth of the cave.
Home sweet home.
Oh, it's so nice to be back.
I'll take my baby now.
Oh, yeah, I'll just carry it a little bit longer. You look a little tired, so I'll just carry it until we get there.
But you said that I would get, and now we are back.
Summon chilling pretzel.
All right.
Another big bird.
Yeah. Make your chaos save.
1.
Okay, make a death check.
How many are you adding to this now? 6?
6.
Woo. Goddamn.
I rolled 7. That's 13.
Okay. You definitely did not have enough juice in your small kobold body to cast this spell a second time. And with a point of a finger and summon frozen pretzel, the freezing cold starts to reach up your arm from this spell.
I'm gonna try to eat the baby as much as I can before it gets me.
All right. Go ahead and roll an eat to try and eat this baby before I want you to roll a foot. Because
Okay.
I'm assuming you don't want that to
6.
happen.
Yeah, Borthangle is
Going, no!
Okay, a 6. I'm pretty sure that's a fail.
Yeah, but
4
can
is
you
a success for feet.
Okay.
can you just cheat for that?
Yes.
You cheat?
Yeah.
All right. Technically you have to roll a death check to cheat, and you are already dead. So, narratively, this cold starts to spread into your being even further, and as you reach down with an open mouth, you are just barely an inch away from this baby as you are frozen solid.
You look like one of those wine holders where they've got the wine bottle in their mouth,
I am the decoration.
Yep. And What is your kobold's name?
Fourth angle.
Fourth Angle manages to snatch the baby before the baby is also frozen.
Where'd the other one go? I spent a minute looking for the second one that I can't find.
You are at the mouth of this cave.
All hail King Torg!
Oh, hail King
Okay,
Torg!
King Torg.
I go stumbling my way in to deliver this baby to King Torg.
Mm-hmm.
But then I start getting hungry on the way and wonder if I should have it myself.
Go ahead. I'm gonna have you roll an eat check.
These olives are pretty good.
You see your fellow kobold walk in with what seems to be a baby.
I succeed on the eat check. It's a
Okay,
3.
so you can choose whether or not you control yourself to eat this baby. If you failed, I was gonna have you eat the baby.
He's like weighing the like accolades or gifts he could get by getting it to King Torg versus the immediate satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
So Swit's over here looking at this kobold, and he recognizes that familiar look in his eye.
Just swaying back and forth.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, buddy, hey. Like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna take your baby. Like, you worked hard for it. I know. I've
worked
been
so
there.
hard
I
for
did.
You
it.
know, I've spent the past, like, I don't know, 27 days, like, out there trying to find babies. And, you know, most of the time you don't find any, and then you find one, and then it all just goes to hell. And, you know, yes, we should give that baby to King Torg. Oh, hail King Torg.
Oh, hail King Torg.
But every now and then, you should treat yourself. Treat yourself.
He looks
And
back
and
down.
now, I'm going to kind of like show off my my little chef skills a little bit and start just air chopping. See, look! I've got what it takes. I could turn that poor little baby into a meal fit for King Torg. All hail King Torg!
King Torg.
Oh, hail King Torg.
But instead of King Torg, all hail King Torg!
Oh, hail King Torg.
You could be the one to eat it.
King Borthing.
Okay, you could cook this guy up.
Oh yeah, just my kitchen. It's a little ways away, so we gotta walk there.
I'll bring the booze.
Yeah, absolutely. We can. You know what? I'll use it. I'll make a little reduction.
I'll grab the keg from
You
the
know,
party.
I need to
Yeah.
find my. I need
Keg
to
in
find my
one hand,
baster.
baby in other. I'm gonna have, if you're trying to be
Oh, shit.
sneaky with the baby, you guys roll a feat. Unless
Sweat is going to be actively
Yeah.
doing everything possible to like obstruct the baby from view.
okay, yeah.
I got a 5, which is success.
Probably
success
drawing
for
more
feet.
attention just from
Yeah,
doing that
you look
than
big.
actually. Yeah. 1.
1. Okay, go ahead and roll me a death check.
Rough.
You're adding 7 to this now.
No,
you
no,
did
that's
No,
from
that's-
my
Ah,
Yeah, this is his new guy.
gotcha.
fresh.
Yeah,
Man flesh.
11.
you are fine. You see in the distance King Torg.
Oh, King Torg.
As he is surveying his kobolds, the ones that have returned and the ones that have not, and waiting for the possibility of a baby in his sweet, sweet gullet. But you guys pass to the next cavern over.
All right. So just in through here, and then we'll get in here, and you're gonna see my cooking spit, and I have a table too.
Ooh, fancy.
And you know, I get some glasses, you pour some drinks, we'll make a fine meal.
I bought it. I start looking for glasses and I keep knocking them over on accident.
All right.
Just
So I'm gonna first. Might I take the baby? I need to prepare, do some chopping and such.
Can I roll for suspicion?
yeah, you can roll for eat.
Okay.
6.
That's a 6. I'm not gonna cheat on this one.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a death check.
That's 11 plus the 1 plus another 1. So that is a 13.
Okay. You hesitate in suspicion that your friend may take this baby
Are you
for
just-
themselves.
Are you just trying to eat this guy?
And then a rapier through your chest.
More alcohol than blood comes out.
Yeah, it just beer.
I'm gonna scoop up that little baby.
And there's another kobold standing there.
Do you have a baby for King Torg?
All hail King Torg, but of course I do. I'm preparing it. This one's a little special. If you could just give me another moment.
Oh, yes, of course.
All right. Now, once I'm alone, I'm going to find some kind of wrapping, scrap fabric, whatever, and I'm going to use my 1d6 scroll of magic meatball.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and make me a chaos roll.
4.
Perfect. And now you're making your death check.
Did you ever roll for how many scrolls of magic meatball you have?
Just 1.
Okay, gotcha.
8.
Okay, you are fine. As you finish casting the end of this spell, you can feel the presence of another kobold peeking over your shoulder and checking your work. And with the last bit of enchantment, this baby is turned inside out and becomes a gorgeous, warm, beautiful Swedish meatball.
You've done it.
I've done it. The baby meatball.
Criminy is peeking over your shoulder.
Oh my.
Who talks like that?
Criminy is fully shaved and has coins, like copper and gold coins, like taped or pinned or otherwise stuck to his skin to try to look like scales. And he goes, "You aren't going to eat that infant, are you, perchance?" It's very eloquent.
Swit is going to get a very hungry look in his eyes.
No, I could trade
And-
you. And I pull out a teddy bear holding a cupcake. This seems fair trade to me.
Why would I trade one baby?
I
To a baby.
for this.
And Swit is now under the impression that this is not a kobold, but it's just a strange-looking baby that's happened into his quarters.
I think you'll find I am quite kobold of draconic descent.
I've got 0.5% draconic.
Yes.
I took a 21 in me.
My
or 23 in me.
great grand uncle was a wyvern, so you know.
Swit is going to attempt to snag Criminy.
It's criminy.
Swit's going in for the grab.
All right, go ahead and roll me a beat.
2.
Okay, go ahead and roll a death check.
So my stuffed bear is in fact a trap bear, which I rolled one number off from getting a bear trap, and instead I got a trap bear, which I've interpreted to mean a teddy bear that I have trapped somehow.
13.
You reach for Criminy, and Criminy shoves this bear in your
there you
face, which looked normal at first, and then after a click goes and explodes in your face, sending bits of shrapnel into you. The meatball is left behind this kobold, floating and waiting.
Be prepared. Divine meatball. This will make a great gift for King Torg. I'll have King Torg.
Oh, there, King Torg.
I start trying to figure out how to move it,
You just like gently.
and each time I
Push.
touch it, I find myself licking my fingers more and more.
A orange sea of kobolds part the way as you very gingerly push this floating meatball towards King Torg.
King Torg,
Oh, hail King Torg.
I have brought you an offering.
Yes, I see. Give me the meatball. It is what I desire.
Of course, King Torg, it's me, Criminy, the dragon.
Yes. Give me the meatball.
Of course, hold on. Tried to pick it up.
Fresh baby.
And he chomps down on the meatball. Come. And in an instant, you are flashed somewhere else. You see above you menacing and great. In dark robes, seemingly stories tall ahead of you, you are in a liminal space. And you hear beckoning towards you. Small kobold. It appears you have done a great deed for King Torg.
Oh, King Torg?
Yes. You have earned your place by my side.
I always knew this day would come.
In terms of the contract of me being the god of kobolds or whatever.
I have served you well.
This is for, if you haven't. For context. And he gestures towards this pile that is just live kobolds writhing.
Criminy begins approaching, and he sort of stops and he says,
I noticed none of my brethren down there have scales like me. Is there a heaven for draconic kobolds?
Probably. But I am not the god of draconic kobolds.
Oh. I thought...
You have a long time to think about that.
So you crawl into the pile.
Oh, alright.
And that is where we're gonna leave
just mild discomfort
Yeah.
for all eternity.
this one shot.
Oh.
Thank you everybody so much for listening. Thank you so much, y'all, for playing Kobolds Ate My Baby. Woo!
Damn dirty dangles.
Yeah!
Damn dirty dangles.
Hope you had a lot of fun dying. It was a whole hour and a half, pretty much, of pure chaos, death, and
Pure
kobolds.
kobold death.
So the ones that stayed home, frick you.
Frick you. Yeah,
They were sick.
We were gonna have a much larger cast, but they all got sick.
But you know what? I think this works,
This was very
trading off back and forth.
It
worked
was-
out
it was
very,
great.
very well. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Tell your mama said hi.
Tell your mom I said sup, girl.
I did not.
Tell your grandma sup.
I did not name Criminy.
Thanks for listening. The music for this episode was provided by Tabletop Audio. For more DICEBERG Ahead content, visit us on our socials and Patreon, or head over to our website at dicebergahead.com.